Your life at every level of wealth begins long before the money arrives. It begins with pressure. Level 1. Survival. You wake up already tired, not because you worked too hard yesterday, but because your mind never truly rests. The bills are waiting. Rent is due in 5 days. Your bank account feels like a countdown timer. Every small purchase becomes a calculation. You stand in grocery store aisles comparing prices for 10 minutes just to save $2. Your entire life revolves around avoiding disaster. You don't buy what you want. You buy what you can survive with. At this level, time moves differently. A single unexpected expense can destroy your entire month. A broken phone feels like a financial emergency. A hospital visit feels terrifying. You constantly tell yourself, once I make a little more money, everything will finally calm down. But it never does, because survival mode changes the way your brain works. You stop thinking long-term. You stop taking risks. Your world becomes smaller, safer, more repetitive. Most people never fully escape this stage psychologically, even when they earn more later. Level 2. Stability. You finally have breathing room. The panic slows down. You can pay your bills without checking your account every hour. Maybe you upgrade your apartment. Maybe you buy better clothes. Maybe you finally stop saying no to every invitation. For the first time in years, life feels possible. But a new problem appears: comparison. You begin looking sideways. Your coworker has a newer car. Your friend takes expensive vacations. Level 3. Comfort. This is where most people believe they have made it. You have a decent salary, a stable routine, a respectable life. You go out on weekends. You upgrade your phone every year. You lease a car you secretly cannot afford. From the outside, you look successful, but behind the scenes, you are trapped. Because every increase in income creates an increase in lifestyle. The bigger apartment becomes normal. The luxury dinners become normal. The subscriptions, the vacations, the shopping habits, all of it becomes your new baseline. This is lifestyle inflation, the invisible prison that keeps millions stuck forever. You start making more money, but somehow feel just as financially pressured as before. The cage simply becomes prettier. And this is where 99% fail. Not because they are lazy, because comfort is seductive. At level 3, pain disappears just enough to kill ambition. Level 4, performance wealth. Now people begin to notice you. You wear expensive watches. You post photos in business class. You understand how to look rich, even if you are drowning in hidden pressure. At this level, appearances become currency. You learn something strange about society. People treat you differently when you look successful. Doors open faster. Conversations change. Respect increases. But so does fear, because now you have an image to maintain. You cannot go backwards. You begin working longer hours to protect the lifestyle you created. Level 5, strategic wealth. This is where your thinking changes. You stop asking, how can I make more money? You start asking, how can money work without me? Most people never reach this mindset because they are too busy consuming. But at this level, you begin understanding leverage. Businesses, investments, ownership, systems. You realize wealthy people are not paid for time, they are paid for control. A single smart investment can earn more than years of physical labor. A business system can generate money while you sleep. You stop thinking like a worker and start thinking like an architect. But this stage comes with isolation. Your habits change. Your friendships change. Some people secretly resent your growth. Others only stay around because of what you can provide. You begin trusting fewer people. Success becomes lonelier. Level 6. The golden cage. From the outside, your life looks perfect. Luxury cars, penthouse views, private clubs, first-class flights. You have everything younger you once dreamed about. But there is one thing missing: time. You are constantly moving, Meetings, calls, emails, decisions, problems. You own beautiful cars you barely drive. You stay in five-star hotels just to work inside them. People envy your lifestyle without understanding its cost. You are no longer surviving financially. You are surviving mentally. At this level, many wealthy people discover a brutal truth. Money solves external problems, not internal emptiness. Level 7. Silent power. This is where truly wealthy people begin disappearing from public attention. The loud displays fade away. No more proving, no more flexing, no more chasing validation. Because real wealth does not need applause. At this stage, your money buys invisibility. You live behind gates. Your businesses operate quietly. Most people would never recognize your name, but your decisions affect thousands of lives. You start understanding that the highest form of status is privacy. Level 8. Influence wealth. Now money is no longer the goal. Control is. You begin sitting in rooms where governments, corporations, and industries intersect. You fund projects. You influence trends. You shape markets without appearing on camera. This level is invisible to normal people. The public sees celebrities and assumes they hold power. But the real power often sits behind them. Quiet investors, advisors, owners, networks. At this level, information becomes more valuable than money. Level 9. Dynasty thinking. Your life is no longer about you. It is about generations. You think in decades instead of months. You build trusts, assets, family offices, systems that will outlive you. Every decision becomes long-term. You realize something important. Most people work to survive one lifetime. The ultra-wealthy build structures that survive many. At this stage, education changes too. Your children are not taught how to get jobs. They are taught how to own assets, how to negotiate, how to manage influence. Level 10. Ghost wealth. This is the level nobody talks about publicly. Your name does not appear on billionaire lists. You avoid interviews. You avoid fame. Most people on Earth will never know you exist. But quietly, you influence the world. You fund companies before they become empires. You influence elections through networks. You shape industries before the public even notices the change happening. This is invisible power. The highest level of wealth is not luxury. It is control without visibility. At this stage, money almost stops feeling real. Numbers become abstract. Influence becomes the real currency. But there is one final truth almost nobody admits. Every level of wealth costs something. Level 1 costs peace. Level 3 costs ambition. Level 5 costs time. Level 7 costs trust. Level 9 costs privacy. And many people spend their entire lives climbing toward a destination they never truly examined. Because freedom and wealth are not always the same thing. Some people earn millions and become prisoners of responsibility. Others earn far less, but own their time, their peace, and their lives completely. That is why 99% fail. Not because wealth is impossible, but because most people confuse consumption with freedom. They upgrade their lifestyle faster than they upgrade their mindset, and by the time they realize the trap, they are already too comfortable to escape it. Subscribe for more deep insights about wealth, psychology, and the hidden realities of modern life.